was like 1,000 years ago. I fought my way out of that cave, became Iron Man. Realized I loved you. I know I said no more surprises, but I was really hoping to pull off one last one.
The world has changed. None of us can go back. All we can do is our best. And sometimes the best that we can do is to start over.
I will be back here. I will be back here. I will be back with vengeance.
I saw all these people die.
I keep telling everybody they should move on. Some do, but not us.
Even if there's a small chance, we owe this to everyone who's not in this room to try.
We will. I'll do whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. Doing whatever it takes. I like this one.
What did we just witness? What did we witness today? What a game, what a game, what a game. There's so much to talk about, so much frustration. Another loss to another NFC West opponent. Now we have lost to the Cardinals, Rams, and Seattle Seahawks. We're going to talk about that in depth right after this. Let's go.
Trying to set up the screen, he's in trouble, down he goes. He's into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, another spectacular touchdown. He caught it, touchdown pass, Carolina. One of the greatest finishes in 49er history. Toss to McCaffrey, and he runs out across the 30, breaks a tackle, he's gone! It is intercepted! The 49ers have the football! Touchdown! He's into the end zone! Touchdown! Touchdown, 49ers! San Francisco!
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Where do I even begin, guys? Where do I even begin? What's up, Jimmy? I'm with you. Wow, I have no words. So disappointed. What's up, Dion? Another divisional loss. Well, wild card. We might be able to make. I doubt it, Dion. I doubt it. The way that we played today, Dion, I wouldn't be shocked if we did not even make the playoffs. Let's be honest. We lost to the freaking Seahawks at home. Going to Green Bay and to Buffalo. Buffalo just beat Kansas City, gave Kansas City their first loss of the year? No way. No way in the world are we going to be able to go in and defeat the Packers or the Bills the way we played today. So making the playoffs, that's a stretch for me, boss. I'm irritated, frustrated. It sucks to lose. It definitely sucks to lose the way we lost. I mean, we had the game, our run game. Our defense played pretty damn good all game. I'm not going to sit there and act like the defense didn't play good ball. They played well, but they just fell apart at the end. They fell apart at the end. What's up, Val? They fell apart at the end, and they gave up a run to Geno freaking Smith. All they had to do is contain him. A field goal would have not won the game. 13 seconds to go. And Geno runs up the middle for a touchdown. Unexcusable. Stopping the run has been a problem for us this year. Maybe because Hargrave is hurt. But the team that I watched today is not a team that can make the playoffs. A team that I watched today is not a team that can even make it far in the playoffs. Detroit, Green Bay, Washington, Philadelphia. They're playing good football right now. The Niners are not. Forget about what the defense did or did not do for a moment. Forget about what they did or they didn't do. The offense was only able to muster 17 points. 17 points in this game. What's up? What's up, King Mufasa? How you doing, sir? We got Daniel Barry Sports in the house. What's up, brother? Make sure to wipe your feet before entering and smash that like button for your boy Niners sickness. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. This is not a playoff team. This is not a Super Bowl team. Injuries, coaching, the fact that Bosa got hurt and had to leave the game. Do I want my team to make the playoffs? Yes. Do I want my team to go far in the playoffs? Absolutely. But do I believe that this team that I watched today can go in to Green Bay and beat them? I would have to see it to believe it. And how many runs did we see Jordan Mason run? How many runs did Jordan Mason run? It seems like Christian McCaffrey is back, and all of a sudden, he's the only running back we have in the stable. Hasn't Jordan Mason done enough this year to earn playing time, even if Christian McCaffrey is healthy? Yeah, that's another one. The penalties killed us. Self-inflicted wounds, guys. Penalties just killed us. This team is not a playoff team. It isn't. No, the season is far from over. You are absolutely correct, Marcus. By the way, Marcus Pearson, welcome to the show. Good to see you, my friend. You're absolutely right. The show is far from over. I mean, the Niners season. Excuse me. I'm so mad I can't even think right. I'm not mad. I think I'm disappointed, to be honest. But the way we play today, Marcus, it doesn't look promising. I mean, things can change next week, but it just doesn't look promising. Now, I'm in a place where I have to wait and see. Am I confident going to Green Bay? No. Can we beat the Packers? Any given Sunday, any team can beat any team. But am I confident? We only put up 17 points on Seattle's defense at home. What makes me believe we're going to put more than 17 points on the Packers? He's getting conservative. He's making some bad calls. He's playing Christian McCaffrey a little too much to my liking. I wanted to see more of Jordan Mason. Did not see enough of Jordan Mason. Maybe I'm being too picky. Maybe I'm being too whatever. But I think we should have had Jordan Mason run the ball more. I love Christian McCaffrey. I do. I understand that Kyle feels comfortable with Christian McCaffrey. He feels that he can open up the playbook. He can do things that he normally can't do, I guess, without him. But it's like they're trying to feed the ball to CMC. By the way, congratulations to my boy, Juwan Jennings, for stepping up, having a great season. Juwan Jennings is the reason we had a chance of winning today. Juwan Jennings is the reason we had the chance to win today. Without him, we're not even close. So I got to give props where props is due. Juwan Jennings is continue to showcase that right now he's the best receiver on the team, the best weapon. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it that I would be saying that Juwan Jennings would have been the best receiver on the team? I hear you, bro. I hear you. Seahawks show I've never got the ball back. Kyle's done play. I didn't get to watch the last bit of it because the wife had sent me out to go get dinner. So, we take turns on days when we don't cook on the weekend. We go get dinner. So Saturday she went. I went tonight. And I had to get him in the car, but, you got to concentrate in the driving. So I wasn't paying that much detail attention. But I'm pretty sure Kyle screwed it up one way or another. I'm pretty sure he did. I'm gonna provide the phone. So if you guys want to call in and let me know how you feel, express. Listen, for those that are going to call in, if anybody decides to call in, you are free to call it. All I ask is you can tell me how you feel. You can tell me this or that. All I ask is that we try not to cuss. I know you're frustrated. I know you're mad. If you're someone that cannot control his cussing ability, maybe you want to hold out on this one. Express yourself. If it comes out here and there, it's all good. But I have people to watch this that are men and women of faith, so I try to keep it clean as possible. So I'm going to provide a number. You guys are welcome to call in, express how you feel. I'm not going to cut you off. I may agree or disagree with you guys, but I will let you guys speak up and express how you feel. Whether I agree or disagree, it doesn't matter. I will give you your opportunity to speak up and let me know how you feel. You earn that right as a Niner fan. Now, for what I heard, Bobby, welcome, Bobby Terry. Welcome to the show. Robert Saleh right now is working around the Green Bay Packers. He is working around the Green Bay Packers. If anything, I would expect the Green Bay Packers to bring him in at some capacity with the Packers. I know that Jeff Orbick, the assistant or interim head coach of the Jets, right now, the way the Jets look, it looks like they're not going to retain him. They're going to let him go. The Niners have been wanting to bring Jeff to San Francisco. They tried to get him this year, but the Jets blocked him from coming to the Niners. Maybe he will be a candidate to come. Now, he's not a good head coach. He is overwhelmed with the head coach part right now that is affecting his defense. But Jeff Ulbrich, just as a defensive coordinator, is pretty damn good. So that'll be a name that I would like to see the Niners pursue in the offseason. Because the guy that we have now, maybe I'm being too harsh, but I don't think he's it. What's up, Brandon? We asked. Everyone is 5-5. Cardinals are 6-4. It's not just the record for me, Marcus. It's the way we lost. It's the way we lost, and it's the way we are playing. Last year, we were top 5, if not first place, red zone offense. This year, we are at the bottom. A red zone offense. It is not the record. Yes, we are all 5-5, but it's the way the Niners are playing. And the Niners have now lost to everyone in the conference inside the NFC West. Now, we have a 1-1 with Seattle. Now, the game against the Rams and against the Cardinals have to be won. Regardless of what happens in Green Bay, regardless of what happens in Buffalo, the Niners have to win both games against the Cardinals and against the Rams. And right now, I see that not happening. I try not to get into my feelings. I try not to get too emotional. I'm frustrated, of course, but I try not to get emotional. But I also realize that we're not playing good football. We are not playing good football. And if we're not playing good football, it's kind of hard to win. Is our season over? No. The season's not over until it's over. Do we have a chance to go in Green Bay and beat Green Bay? Absolutely. Am I confident? No. Can we beat them? Yes. Buffalo played very well against Kansas City and beat Kansas City 30-21. Can we go into Buffalo and beat Buffalo. I'm keeping it real, not being emotional. I'm keeping it 100. Can we go into Buffalo and beat Buffalo right now? Do you feel confident? I'm not saying to respond upon emotion. Yeah, we're going to beat nobody. I don't care who we play. We're beating every... No. If we can keep it real, are you comfortable in saying we can win at Lambeau and we can beat Buffalo in Buffalo? Would you put $100 on that game? Probably not. I know I wouldn't. Somebody bet me $100, I'll be like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I would put $100 on the Niners to beat either Green Bay or Buffalo based on how they played today. Bosa's hurt. Leonard Floyd did something good today, but he's been absent most of the year. He has had double-digit sacks every year. He comes to the Niners and decides not to have double-digit sacks. What a time to not get double digits. What's up, Albert? Now, it's fine to be confident. It's fun to support your team. I love the Niners. Got a tattoo right here. Got a tattoo right here. I love the Niners. I will always support the Niners. I want the Niners to beat Green Bay. I want the Niners to beat Buffalo. But if somebody told me, yo, Beto, I bet you $100 that the Niners lose to the Packers. Or I bet you $100 that the Niners lose to Buffalo. I don't know if I would be confident in making that bet. I don't know if I would be confident in making that bet. And I can make it. $100 for me is nothing. I'm not bragging or saying anything, like I'm rich. I'm not. But $100 for me is nothing. But I still wouldn't bet $100 on my team right now. If this is me sounding negative, I apologize. But I'm keeping it 100. Am I rooting for my team to win? Absolutely. Do I want my team to beat the Packers? 100%. But am I confident that they can do it right now? Based on what I saw today, it's hard to put my money on the line with the Niners right now. And that right there, which I am not gonna I'm not gonna say your name, is correct. 6 out of 7 games just to make the playoffs. That, my friend, is not an easy task. All right, let me know in the comments, does anybody in the comments want to call in? And I can set it up. If nobody wants to call in, I'll just keep talking and I'll read the comments and we'll go from there. But does anybody want to call into the show? If you do, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in calling in and sharing your thoughts on what you saw today. And I'll be happy to set it up. Correct. Thank you for noticing that, Albert. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to be emotional. I'm not trying to fire Kyle, fire this person, fire that person. I'm not all about that. But I do acknowledge that we have injured players and we're playing like crap. And based on what I've been seeing week in and week out, we barely beat Tampa, and we now lost to Seattle at home. That doesn't give me confidence. It's not about not believing in my team. It's not about me, oh, now you're doubting, you don't have no faith. It's nothing to do with that. It is based on what I'm seeing. What I'm seeing a team that struggled to beat Tampa last week, and we're not able to close it up against Seattle. All they had to do is keep Seattle out of the end zone. 13 seconds. A field goal would have not won the game. And they allowed, out of all people, they allowed Geno freaking Smith to run down the middle and score a winning touchdown. Are you freaking kidding me? Out of all the players on Seattle, you're going to let Geno run on you. That hurts. That really, really hurts. Frustrating. Can they get it together? Yes. Can the Niners sit there and look at this tape and game plan for the Packers? Absolutely. Do I believe in Kyle? That Kyle can still win games? Yes. I just wouldn't put money on my team right now. I do not have that confidence. Juwan Jennings played his butt off. Congratulations to Juwan Jennings. Brock Purdy continues to extend plays with his legs. The offensive line, penalties, not only penalties, self-inflicted wounds, but what do? McKivitz. Oh my God, McKivitz. He couldn't stop a cold right now. Brendo is terrible. Banks hasn't played of what we are accustomed of seeing Banks do. Banks, in my opinion, has been struggling. Am I moving on from him? Absolutely not. But I do acknowledge that Banks has been struggling. Williams is getting older. Yes, we're missing Brandon Ayuk. I didn't see that much of Ricky today, which was frustrating. I am still a believer in Kyle, but Kyle needs to change it up, man. People are starting to figure out his offense. Defensive coordinators are starting to figure out his offense. The Niners need to search their souls right now and figure out what they're going to do. This game was important to win, and we let it go. It's not like the frustrating part, guys, it's not that the Seattle Seahawks came into Levi's and just mopped the floor with us. It wasn't like Geno Smith threw for over 400 yards, 4 touchdowns, and just mopped the floor with us. The Niners had this game in the bag. Does it sound familiar? The Niners had this game in the bag. The Niners had the Arizona game in the bag. The Niners had the Rams game in the bag. And they let it get away. The Niners only put up 17 points. That's it. 17 points is not good enough. We've been struggling in the red zone. CMC has been back since last week. He's trying to find his groove. He's trying to be, but he's not the CMC of last year. At least to this point. And I understand it's a second week back. I'm not expecting him to come back on the second game and be an all-pro like nothing ever happened. But you do have Jordan Mason that knows how to run the ball. If I recall, ran the ball on that same defense in Seattle pretty damn well. How many times did we see Jordan Mason today? Not enough. Not enough, Kyle. I love CMC. I love that he's back. I love that he's... But Jordan Mason is playing some good football. He is running very well. What are we doing here? What are we doing? Why didn't we see more of Jordan Mason? Why didn't we see more of Ricky Parcell? And people don't realize how important Kittle is to this offensive line. If you guys, by any chance, were not aware how important George Kittle is to this offensive line, I think a lot of us found out today how important he is in helping these offensive linemen in blocking. I don't know, Val. I don't know what happened to the checkdowns. I don't know what happened to the jet sweeps. I don't know what's... It's like Kyle is just doing something completely different this year. I don't know if it's lack of personnel. I don't know if Kyle is trying to change it up because he figures the defenses have figured it out. We all know Kittle for making great plays, extending the ball, extending the play with beautiful catches. But what we don't realize or fail to realize is how important he is as a blocker. How important he is as a blocker. Niners lost today to the Seattle Seahawks. Can they make the playoffs? 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 Don't talk to me about no playoffs. I don't know if he passed away or not, but the late Jim Mora, if he did pass away. And if he didn't, my apologies. I know people say anything can happen. Anything can happen once you get into the dance. Once you get into the playoffs, anything can happen. You're right. But I don't want to be a team that is one and done. I don't want to be a team that barely makes it in the playoffs and gets their butts whooped in the wild card game. I don't want to be Dallas Cowboys. They just make it in, and then the first game they get their butts kicked. I love to see my team in the playoffs dominating. And I don't know if the Niners can dominate this year in the playoffs because of the injuries that have plagued this team. What's up, 49ers fan? Am I blurry? Yeah. So, it is what it is, guys. I'm frustrated. We play. Who did we play? Hold on. Let me see something real quick. All right. So the remaining games we have. Sunday, November 24th. Hold on, guys. Okay. Sunday, November 24th, we play in Green Bay. Then we go and play the Bills. Then we come home and we host the Bears. The Bears. Then we host the Rams. Then we go to Miami. And Miami has started to play better football. Tua is starting to get his feet underneath him. Can that be an easy win? Not sure about that. Then we host the Lions. And then we finish the season in Arizona. So in order for us to make the playoffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 games. We got to win 6 out of the 7 games. That's tough. I don't know about you guys, but that's tough. That is tough, tough, tough. We got to win 6 out of the 7 games. That means we got to beat. We can only lose. Let's say the Packers and the Bills. Just the Packers and the Bills. If we lose one of those games, now we have to win out. So we go to Green Bay. Let's say we go to Green Bay and lose. There's that one loss that we have. Now we got to beat Buffalo, the Bears, the Rams, the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Cardinals. That's tough. Can we do it? I guess. But is it going to be easy? Absolutely not. And this win today would have been very beneficial because it would have gave us 2 games to lose, not just 1. And we had this game in hand. 13 seconds. And we allowed Geno Smith, out of all people, to run in for a touchdown. Now we got to go win 6 out of 7 games with the remaining schedule. The Packers, at the Bills, home against the Bears, home against the Rams, at Miami, home against the Lions. Now, if the Lions win home field advantage, By the time we play the Lions, if the Lions if they already wrapped up home field advantage, then that could be a winnable game. If the Detroit Lions already wrapped up home field advantage, I can see them resting Goff, resting Gibbs, the running backs, the receivers. They can rest a lot of their players. But if they haven't won or sealed up home field advantage, and they got to win the game against us on December 30th to lock home field advantage, oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. And say what you want about the Cardinals. Say what you want about the Cardinals, but the Cardinals have been playing some good football and they've been playing good football on defense. We knew with Kyler Murray, with Connor, with Harrison, the offense will move the ball. What has shocked me so far is their defense. Their defense has no names other than Buda Baker. Other than Buda Baker, who do we really know on that Cardinals defense? And yet, they have been playing good football. So that last game against the Cardinals, it's not a cakewalk. So if people want to consider me being emotional or doubting and not believing enough, it is not that I don't believe in the Niners. I do. It is not that I don't support my Niners. I got it tattooed 24/7 in my hands. I got it right here. And I got it right here. 3 49er tattoos. I support the red and gold day in and day out. What I'm saying is, it's going to be tough. Can the Niners do it? I hope so. I would love the Niners to prove me wrong and go on a tear. But do I believe it's possible? Will I put money on the Niners to win 6 out of 7 games to make the playoffs? It's not about confidence. It's not even about believing or not believing. It's being realistic, knowing football, watching what your team is doing, watching what the Packers are doing. I know the Packers barely beat the Bears, but that's a divisional game. Divisional games are always hard, whether the team is good or not. But you got the Lions destroying. Now, they played against the Jags, but they destroyed the Jags. You got the Commanders doing their thing. You got the Eagles that are playing really good football on both sides of the ball. It's not that I'm losing confidence, guys. I love my team. I believe in my team. I know you believe in your team. I know you guys, like me, believe in the Niners. We want the Niners to win. We want it. What's up, JD? We want the Niners to win. But is it realistic? Based on the teams that we have left. What's up, Tito? Tito Fernandez is in the house. Yeah. And see, Tito, if we say that the Niners may not make the playoffs based on what we've been seeing, a lot of people will call us not real Niner fans. Oh, you're not a real Niner fan. You don't believe in your team. And I'm like, what? I love my team so much I got 3 tattoos of them. So win or lose, I rep my team. But I'm not blind either. I'm not blinded. I see what I see. Can the Niners go into Lambeau next week and beat them? Absolutely. Would you be willing to put $500 that the Niners have a victory next week? You probably wouldn't. Unless you're rich and $500 is nothing to you, then you might just do it for the heck of the sport. But if $500 is a lot of money, and to many of us it is, would you be willing to put up your hard-earned money if somebody made you a bet for $500 that the Niners will lose on Sunday? And you're like, no, my Niners will win. All right, I bet you $500 the Niners don't win. Are you confident enough, based on what you've been watching the last few weeks, to make a $500 bet? And if you are, I give you credit. Man, you're a bigger person than me. And yeah, I love my Niners win or lose too. But am I going to sit there and say that we're going to go into Green Bay and we're going to kick the living blank out of the Packers? Absolutely not. I'll be delusional if I said, you know what? I'll bet anybody that wants to bet me $500 that the Niners are going to win over the Packers. I better be rich, which I'm not. We got a super chat. We got a super chat from Tommy Huxley, $2 super chat. Thank you so much for that $200. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Where is it? Thank you for that $2 super chat. Appreciate it, brother. Beto, the season is over. Bro, I hear you. And can I even argue that point? It'll be hard for me to argue with you, Tommy. It'll be hard. I understand. It's never over until it's over. But based on what we've seen, yeah, it's pretty much over. And this is not Tommy or myself or anybody that believes our way that we are not faithful. We're not faithful Niner fans. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves calling yourself a Niner fan. Giving up on your team. Who's giving up? I'm not giving up. Tommy's not giving up. But we acknowledge if the Niners continue to play the way they played today, only putting up 17 points on a defense that is not that great. What happens when they play Buffalo? What happens when they play the Packers? And the Bears are not a great team, but they got a pretty good defense. I'm not even going to say that Bears game is a definitely win. That Bears game can be a loss. It's going to be tough, JD. What's up, Jose Avila? How you doing, brother? Defense is regressing. We can't get no stop. in, turn down, or fall down. What? Step in, turn down, or fall down, no matter what the distance is. I don't know what's going on. We have a stacked defense. Players out of position. Can we say that we're missing Greenlaw? Can we honestly admit that we are missing Greenlaw big time? What's up, Dina Harvey? How you doing, girl? 45 years of supporting my Niners, win or lose. But we got to shape up. Can they do it, though? I hope so. I hope the Niners look at this game and have a wake call. A rude awakening. And they get together and win out. Can the Niners win out? Absolutely. Will they? That's a whole different story. Can they win out? Absolutely. Will they win out? That's a different story. Like I said, if we beat the Packers, the Bills, the Bears, oh my. And the Rams, the Dolphins, the Lions, and the Cardinals, that would be beautiful. But is it realistically? Will you put your money? If somebody went up to you and said, hey, you're not making the playoffs. If somebody went up to you and said, hey, your Niners are not making the playoffs this year, would you be confident to put up $500 to prove that person wrong? I'll make it even better. If somebody came up to you and said, the Niners will not beat the Packers this Sunday, would you be willing to put up $500 to prove that person wrong and say, I got $500 and my Niners will definitely win on Sunday against the Packers? I say that because when it comes to money, sometimes we realize, are we really confident or not? Because when money is not involved, anybody can say, I believe my Niners, they're going to win. They're going to win, no matter what. Well, when you got nothing to lose, it's easy to say. But when you put money on the line, money that you truly cannot afford to lose, you might just have a different perspective. That's all I'm saying. Penalties are killing us. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Now, ooh. Who wants to go half? Look at my brother from a different mother. Pulling out the cash. Pulling out the cash. Hold on. All right. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Who wants to put some money? Who wants to put some money? Let's go. Look at that. Who wants to put some money? Let's go. Anybody want to bet? Yeah, I hear you, JD. I hear you, man. I definitely hear you. It's tough. But I believe in my Niners. I want them to win. I definitely want them to win and ball out for the remainder of the season. Can they do it? I don't know. I don't know. How confident are you, bro? I got $10,000 right here. $10,000 right here in cash. Are you want to go halves? 10,000 a piece, Jose? Put it on Vegas. That the Niners win against the Packers. $10,000 a piece. Let's go. My dog's trying to get in here. My birds are asleep on top, so they've been quiet. If you notice, there's a cage behind me now. Now you get the blur because of my lens on my camera, but the bird, the bird cages now. My wife kicked the birds out of my family room, and she told me, if you want those birds, you got to put them in your office. So I love my birds. I bring them in here. Normally they're loud, but today they've been quiet. They're up there asleep on top of the clock. No, I respect that, bro. I respect that. Everybody's a working man. But I do respect you, Jose. Honestly, even with 10 grand, I wouldn't put 250 on the Niners right now. I'm not that confident. And I don't like to just give money away. Money's too hard earned just to give it away for no reason. You know what I mean? Now, I did lose some money. Against the Seattle Seahawks, which kind of sucks. But it is what it is. I'm just messing around, bro. I'm not putting no money down. So you're not betting against me. We go for the same team, bro. I have a hard time betting for my team right now, but I definitely am not going to bet against my team. You know what I mean? Yeah, I may not put money on my team, but I'm definitely not going to bet against my team. So no, bro, we're not betting against each other. If anything, me and you would have put money together combined and bet against Vegas. But I am not comfortable with Vegas right now. I don't like to give money away. But I love your confidence. I love your confidence, man. You are very confident. I love your confidence. I wish I had your confidence. I like your confidence. I wish I had it. What are the odds if we put $500 against then? What is who has the spread? Let me see here. Let me see what the spread is. Let me see what the spread is for Sunday. Oh, they haven't put it up yet. You think the Packers will be favored, what, by 7? You think they'll be favored by 7? What's up, Tim? You think they'll give the Niners -7? Excuse me, +7? If the money is like, let's say that the Vegas says that the Packers will win by 10 points, I might bet that money line. Even if we lose to the Packers, I don't think we'll lose more than 10. So I got to see the line for sure. There you go, Val. Then you and Jose should go halves. 250 apiece. 250 apiece. And bet and make your Vegas bet. And that way you and Jose can split the cash. We got a Cardinals fan in the house. What's up, brother? Cardinals in the house. Hey, man, you guys are 6-4 on top of the league, so not much I can say. All right, I'm gonna but if he gives up play calls, who does he give it up to? If Kyle gives up play calling, who does he give it up to? Who is on the coaching staff that you can feel confident they can take over play calling? When we had Mike McDaniels at that point, it would have been nice to see what McDaniels can do as a play caller. But at this point, who do we have? Kubiak? I don't know if I can trust Kubiak to run this offense, to be honest with you. No, I know. But they're on top of the West, so they are enjoying their moment. Being on top of the West could be their Super Bowl this year. Until either us, the Rams, or Seattle knocks them off the throne. But they are there now, so Kyle took out Mason because he fumbled the kick return. Why is he doing kick returns in the first place? Why in the heck is Jordan Mason doing kick returns? I don't get it. I don't get it. I agree with you, Jose. Whatever Kyle is doing to this point hasn't worked. It hasn't worked. So we are 5-5. We are tied with the Rams, tied with the Seahawks. I think the Seahawks won today, obviously. The Rams won. And the Cardinals are on the top. So that means our beloved 49ers will spend the week in the cellar of the NFC West. We will be in the bottom of the NFC West. Hopefully we don't stay there long. I pray that they get their crap together. I pray that Kyle has a heart-to-heart with his coaches, with the team. They figure some things out. They start eliminating the self-inflicted wounds with the penalties. Figure out how to tackle better on defense. And if we can do that, I can see the Niners going into Green Bay and making a game out of it. But special teams has to be there. Offense has to put points, and the defense has to get the ball back to the offense. So we're 5-5. We are at the bottom of the West. It is week 11. We still have week 12, 13, 14, and 15, and 16, and 17. Is there a chance? Absolutely. Is it a great chance? No. But as long as you have a chance to make it in, there's always hope. So, unfortunately, I don't agree with Tommy. I don't think our season is over. But I do believe that if the Niners don't make changes, if they don't have a heart-to-heart, tackle better on defense, eliminate the stupid mistakes on offense, get rid of those penalties, we definitely have a chance to go into Lambeau and win. But if we continue to commit penalties, if we don't get our crap together in tackling, it's going to be a long day in Green Bay. So, guys, enjoy Sunday Night Football. I don't think we have Sunday Night Football tonight. But enjoy Monday Night Football. Have a wonderful, blessed week. I truly love and care for each and every one of you. Thank you for tuning in, hanging out with us. We appreciate you. We are in third place. Well, if we're all 5-5, Seattle, us, and the Rams won today, and they have the tiebreaker. The Seattle Seahawks won today, and we're 1-1. The Niners would definitely be in last place in the standings, at least for this week. That is true. Who do they play? Before I go, let's look at the Rams schedule real quick. All right. So the Rams, they host the Eagles. That'll be a tough game for the Rams. The Rams go to the Saints. Buffalo plays the Rams. Then the Rams comes to us. The Rams go to New York. You play the Jets. That's an easy win. And then the Cardinals play the Rams. And then they close up the season. Oh, they close it up with Seattle. Then Seattle plays the Rams. So that's the Rams. Let's see what the Seahawks schedule is. They have Arizona next week. They play at New York Jets. They play at Arizona. They host Green Bay. They host the Vikings. They play at Chicago. And they finish the season at Los Angeles. What are the Cardinals? Let's look at the Cardinals before we go. All right, so the Cardinals, again, they play Seattle in Seattle. They go into Minnesota. They host the Seahawks. They host the Patriots. They go to the Panthers. And they finish the season by hosting the Rams. Right? Let's see here. Oh, no. They finish the season by hosting us, the Niners. So based on what the Rams schedule is, what the Rams schedule, the Seahawks schedule, and the Cardinals, we'll see how it falls out. I mean, it sucks that we're 5-5. I rather would have been happier with 6-4, right behind Arizona, but we're 5-5. Let's see how it. Let's one game at a time, guys. One game at a time. Let's go see what we can do against the Packers. Let's get the Packers out of the way. And then we'll see what we can do with the Bills. Maybe in 2 to 3 weeks, we're having a different conversation. We're having a different conversation than we're having tonight. That is possible. Yep. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you guys tuning in and hanging with me. Have a wonderful night. It sucks that our Niners lost. It's just football. Enjoy the rest of the night. Enjoy your week. For those that go to work, I'm retired, but for those who go to work and have to deal with idiots that don't like the Niners, I'm sorry you have to go through that. But at the end of the day, you are still blessed. You're still a faithful fan. Stay faithful, remain faithful, and we'll see you guys on the next podcast. I'm out of here. God bless. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you. Peace.